Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Shane from Hobby Homies. Today I'm going to be telling you about my entry for Mini Warmutt's Great Painting Challenge number 2. This is a challenge I'll be running from the 1st of January 2024 to the 31st of January 2024. So I got to get used to saying that 2024, as today is the 29th of December, so it's getting very close. We'll definitely have this video edited and out by then. See that's positive. What's the word? That's just me telling myself that I got to get stuff done. So shout out to Brian from Mini Warmutt, who's running this challenge. He did one earlier this year, soon to be last year, and I got just absolute ton of models done. So let's do it again. So this time I'm doing an army for Sludge. I've got just shy of 250 points here. I'll run through that with you shortly, but if you're wondering what is Sludge, well, Sludge is a miniature agnostic war game. So created by Sean Sutter, the man behind Relic Blade and Metal King Studios. It is set in a world where your historical miniatures are blended with fantasy elements. Sludge sees you control a force of infantry armed with muskets and crossbows, fast-moving cavalry armed with sabres or heavy pistols, and thundering field guns raining destruction. Fire and iron aren't your only weapons though. On the blood-soaked battlefield, your troops look to their chaplains and sorcerers for holy and unholy magics. Lay blessings upon your troops or torment your foes with visions of death cast by your sorcerer. The world of Sludge is built upon the ancient conception of Yggdrasil, the world tree, blended with Dante's Inferno, mixing the 9 worlds of Norse mythology with the 9 circles of hell. The rules for Sludge are available as a PDF. You can download that from the Relic Blade website, or you can get it through Blaster magazine, volume 3. And volume 4 has some rules for Sludge as well. And I think there's even a sort of a compilation now that's available. So check out Relic King Studios for all that. But there are official miniatures available as well, designed by Sean himself. The game also encourages you to pick up some historical miniatures, like Perry miniatures, for example, and have your fantastical way with them. So that's what I've done. I've picked up some Perry miniatures, some Prussians, skirmishing Prussians, 1 box of them, which I think is about 45, maybe $50 Australian. You get 39 or something miniatures. The game uses this game uses a multi-base system, Sludge. So your line infantry have 3 models to a 40mm base. And then the characters are sort of all individually based on 25mm bases. They're not really strict on base sizes, but there are sort of a few that you need to follow. So I've got some line infantry. Let's start with the list, and we'll go down the list. So with Sludge, your commander is always free. I have it's basically, there's a Prussian, it's kind of like a command sprue that comes in the box, with some bits there. So I've got him. You can give them bodyguards and equip them on like multi-bases, but he's just running by himself, so he's free. Following him, there is an officer, which is now my officer. She is a Frostgrave miniature, so she came with the Frostgrave Wizard. I think it's called Female Wizard kit. So running her, I'm going to have it so that she could be the commander and then the dude could be the officer or whatever. This list is kind of going to be just a mix match that I can obviously expand on, but just have, this game, this is that, next game, something else. So those 2 to start with, the commander and the officer. A chaplain, so there again, the Frostgrave female wizard kit. She's just got the open Bible and the raised hand, which is perfect for it. Following behind them, the sorcerer, again, same kit. I utilize 2 different kits for this. All right, so the sorcerer getting ready to cast those visions of death and blood and gore. The line infantry. So I've got 2 units of 4 line infantry. They're all armed with muskets. and musicians, and one of them has a pole bearer, a banner bearer. So he'll help with morale on the battlefield there. So 2 units now, full disclaimer. 1 unit, I have done the base, the boots, and the pants. Just basically, there's 3 colours of contrast here, right? So if it's up to Brian, if he wants to allow it, sweet. If not, that's fine. I'll wear that. Not that I'm entering in for the competition or anything like that, but I started doing them, and I'm like, you know what, this is the perfect thing for the painting challenge. So let's do that. So yeah, so 2 units of that. So 4 bases. I have 6 Jaegers. Jaegers are your skirmishers. They're sort of fast-moving, heavy-hitting infantry that operate independently. So 6 of those bad boys there. What else have I got? I have some cavalry, some light cavalry. So I've got 3 of those. So they are metal miniatures from the Perry Miniatures range. Again, they're armed with cavalry sabres. Can equip them to be dragoons, which will give them like muskets, but they're alright as they are. And last but not least, the field gun. So I think this is like a 6-pounder or something like that. I'm not too sure. I'm not really up with my historical wargaming, but he comes with on a 60mm base, and I've got 3 sort of crew that follow alongside. So now I could have based them all on one base, maybe done like an 80mm or something, but I thought, okay, let's put 1 guy on with the cannon, and then the other 3, the cannon has 4 wounds, so I thought they can be wound trackers. As it takes a wound or 2, I can remove some of the crew until last but not least the cannon is there with crewless. But yeah, so that's my entry for Mini Warmutt's Great Painting Challenge. I'm sure I've done some editing and overlaid some pictures here. Otherwise, this would be a pretty boring video. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you're interested in Sludge, check it out. It's an awesome game. Played it a few times on Tabletop Simulator, so I thought time to get an army. And I'll probably do a second army too. And that way, yeah, you can mix and match with the factions and do what you please. But yeah, thank you. If you like podcasts and you like tabletop wargaming, then check out our podcast. We do episodes every Sunday on all aspects of the tabletop gaming hobby. You can find links to that on hobbyhomies.com. And a massive shout out to our patrons. Thank you guys. And yeah, can't wait to see what everyone does for the painting challenge. So check out Mini Warmutt's challenge there, and even follow along. Join our Discord, link on hobbyhomies.com, and we'll see you next time. Hooray.
Woo! Big up to the boys, Fox and Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice. One thing cold, but a penny turn